You found an amazing book and you just can't put it down. Or maybe it's an incredible video game. It just pulls you in and you want to stay for hours. You don't want to do anything else. What do these two scenarios have in common? You're immersed. Well, here's what I'm here to tell you. Imagine being able to live inside that amazing novel. I mean, really live inside, better than a movie, like some VR video game. And the plot was not fully set, and it was up to you and only you to discover what comes next. You get to meet the characters, to build that world, decide who lives, decide who dies. What's the grand finale? But it's not all coming just from you. You set the stage, and it's like you're watching it play out in real time. One thing naturally begets the other. It's almost like you're more of a witness than a creator. It takes a life of its own. I need to tell you, that was exactly my experience in writing both The Threshold and The Neolithic, one a sci-fi adventure, the other historical novel. Me? I've been writing for a while, but a novelist? I'm not a novelist. That's not my thing. But with the AI by my side, I was actually elevated to that level. I would say, hey, write me a chapter in which this character leads 40 refugees to safety. I could make up whatever I wanted. And like some Harry Potter magic, the chapter would appear in minutes. I'd read the chapter, the very first person ever to read that chapter. I'd go, wow, that's great. But wait a second, there's a problem. If he's leading them to safety, where exactly are they going? Oh, well, how about, right? And on and on. You see, I didn't have to worry about the word craft. As the developmental editor, I could focus on the story. And I tell you, when you see that story you created, unveil in words in real time, it can suck you in like a black hole. It's what we need to call the immersive experience. Better than reading a juicy novel, better than VR video games, because it's your brain on a natural high. And I say better because, while you're doing this, there's so many useful skills you're developing. Clearly, you're learning how to collaborate with the AI, but you're also maintaining creative vision, finding out how to communicate effectively. These are professional skills. You're practicing critical thinking and analytical thinking, all in the name of fun. Now, I want you to contrast that immersive experience with this. Create a prompt, feed it to the AI, copy paste the output, mindlessly hand it in for your assignment. We're looking at two approaches here. One, use the AI for an immersive experience in which you are the guide exploring a whole new world. Or two, copy pasting AI output that remains boring, generic, and full of cliches. If you're doing only the latter, you're barely touching AI's capabilities, as well as your own. Now, it took me 7 solid days to create the first draft of The Threshold, and about twice that for The Neolithic. 14 days for an epic novel? And my wife will tell you I absolutely disappeared over those time frames. But for me, it was intense. It was glorious. Now, for this course, you won't have that much time. But our hope is that by working on your creative project, you'll be able to get a glimpse of what we mean by this immersive experience. And you will be formally introduced to the possibilities. How will you know that's happening? How will you know you've entered what we call the flow, which is like the opposite of writer's block? You'll be bugging your teacher for more time on your creative project. You might be sneaking AI time at home or in the library. And you'll notice your prompts have transformed from static commands into extended conversation, where you're going back and forth with the AI on things such as your characters and the plot and the grand finale. You'll catch yourself wondering, what's going to happen next in your story as it unfolds almost on its own? You'll want to go back to it. It'll draw you in. It might consume you. And people will ask, what are you doing? And you'll answer, I'm learning. I'm learning about myself. And the AI is giving me direction, just as I'm giving the AI direction. I'm discovering the joy of collaborating. Good generations to you.